Hi, so I had to do a jump start of my car. My battery was completely dead the other day. I decided to do a review and demo of this particular jump starter here. So at the end of this video, I'll have a actual live demo of that one time where I actually had to use this. But let me go ahead and go over the specs for this and go around the device. So this is the compact device, and it's pretty small and compact. It comes with a carrying case. And I'll talk more about that later on. It might be a little thing, but the carrying case actually does factor into some of the decision of whether you want to get this unit. So this is the Sypom jump starter. And this particular jump starter is 4,000 amp peak amps. So it's 4,000 peak amps. It's 2,100 milliamp hours. And it's a 12 volt lithium battery. So this particular one does have a strobe light and a flashlight here. Going around, it has the battery indicator. So if I turn this on, you'll notice it has the battery indicator here. And I did use it that one time, and it looks like, you know, it took up about a quarter of the battery itself. Now, this has the USB-C charging, and it also has two outputs if you want to charge your phone, stuff like that. Now, I only like using it for the jump starter because you want this available when you need it. One thing that's great about these lithium car jump starters is that you really only have to recharge it once a year, and the charge will last an entire year and more. So I usually recharge this, you know, once in the fall, just in case for the winter. Now let me go ahead and show you these connectors here. So these clamps. So these clamps are the positive right here and the negative here, and they're really, you know, fairly beefy clamps. If just you know, give you a look at these. So they're wide enough mouth to clamp on the terminals, on the battery terminals. And also if I connect this, you could see there's an additional power button here. And these are really mistake proof because the connectors are completely shaped differently. But also the important aspect about this is that it has reverse connection protection. So reverse connect, it short circuit protection, you know, overcharge protection. So it's completely for the novice. So whether it's someone who's never worked on cars or anything like that, if you need a jump start, it's very easy to use. So you could see just based on these connections, you can't get it wrong, you know. And right there, you could see it's blinking like that if there is no connection. And once you clamp it on. So let me go ahead now and show you the demo of when I actually needed it. But actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and show you the actual carrying case here. So what I like about this carrying case is that it's actually slim. So for this, I actually do not put this in my trunk. I put it under my car. And the reason for that is when I lost battery, my trunk lift would not lift up. So I had no access to my trunk. But I had this underneath my front seat. So when I had access to this, but not access to my trunk, that was one of the advantages of having this slim case. Now, if I open up this slim case, you know, you could pack everything in it nicely. You could see here that the charging cable is a USB-C, you know, so, you know, just putting it here, you know, putting this right here, and even just clamping these down. So there is some elastic bands here to hold this, but being the lazy me, you know, that's basically what I do is you know, stuff everything in there and you know, it zips up nicely. And it, like I said, the great thing about this is, you know, put it underneath your front seat and it fits because it's slim. Whereas some of the other cases, some of the other car jump starters has a very bulky, higher case that does not fit under your front seat, whereas this one does. Now, just to go through the flashlight feature here, if I turn it on and I hold this for 3 seconds, so I'm going to push and hold, the flashlight's going to turn on. Now, if I release and I push it once again, there's going to be a strobe. And if I push it once again, you could see it's a slower sort of strobe. And then if I push it again, you know, it completely stops. And this is an auto shut off. So in about 10 seconds, this will shut off. So this, let me show you around. You'll notice it's shut off now. So I'm going to show you around the device. And I will have a link in the description area of this video where you can get this. Just going around the LED, the bright LED. And just to show you the construction, if you can hear the construction, it's a pretty decent heavy-duty build plastic here. Okay, so let me now show you the day that I had to jump start my car and show you that live demo. So showing this in real time, the jump start of my car is going to take about 4 minutes here. And usually when you're in these type of situations, what you're really in a hurry, and it's really the most inopportune time. So for me, it's actually kind of worse. It's actually about 15 degrees out, and my hands are actually frozen. So it's good that you could do it, you know, basically in less than 5 minutes. And for me, I'm actually holding a camera because I'm trying to record this. So I'm even slowed down by just recording this. So in general, it's going to take less than 5 minutes. Now, I'm going to be criticized by how sloppy I am with the connections of the clamps to the terminals. And for these more modern car jump starters, it really does not matter. As long as you connect positive to positive and negative to negative, there's no danger here because there's just a lot of safety mechanisms with these car jump starters. It won't make your battery explode. And you don't have to worry about reverse polarity, connecting it the wrong terminals, because you know, there's reverse polarity protection here. Now, the other thing I do want to mention is that sometimes, you know, your battery is completely drained or your car starter will not work. Now, this jump starter still will be able to start your car, but what I want to mention about that is the great thing is that this could start your car like 5 times. So if I start my car now and I go to the grocery store later and I have to restart it using the jump starter, I could do that probably about roughly 5 times before I have to recharge it again. So you'll notice now I'm getting in my car and I'm gonna crank up the engine. And that is the sweetest sound you're gonna hear, is the engine cranking now. Now, the other thing I do want to mention is you want to keep the car jump starter away from any moving parts on the engine. So you'll notice I actually put my car jump starter near the moving belt. So definitely keep these away from moving parts. And that's really all I wanted to mention. I hope this helps. Please support this channel by subscribing, and buy from the link below to also support the channel. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
NASA successfully launched the unmanned Artemis 1 mission to the blank. To the moon? Yes. This week the world's population officially grew to blank billion people.
8?
Yes.